Is it possible to start a business when you're broke? The answer right after this. We've finally come back to the age-old question, how do we make money? And how do we make money with as little starting capital as possible? You see, for some people, they think that the answer is that it simply cannot be done and that you need a sizable capital in order to have a strong business. But I think this is a very limiting mindset, but more importantly, it is simply not true. Now, I'm not saying that it's as easy for a broke person to start a business as a rich person. Yes, it's so much easier to start a business with money than without any money. But if you're watching this, that means you, right there, are simply putting in effort into generating more income. And that initiative is something you can hold on to jumpstart your business career. So how can you use that initiative to turn your dreams into money, even if you don't have a lot of money right now? Well, for starters, 2 words: go digital. Take your budding business online. Here are 2 avenues to consider that won't drain you of your initial capital or resources. Number 1, sell your goods or expertise on e-platforms. And number 2, leverage digital tools or programs to run and scale your online business. Let's talk about both these points. Point number 1, sell your goods and expertise online. Think Shopify, Amazon, Lazada, eBay, Carousel, and more. Now, these online marketplaces together host millions of retailers and connect them to millions more shoppers. It's undeniable. E-commerce is big and it will only get bigger in the years to come. The best part? The low barriers of entry. With an internet connection and products or services that you are ready to market, you can have a site running, or you can start an online store on an e-commerce platform, and you will soon have the whole world as your playground. What are some of the biggest advantages of going digital? Well, for starters, lower cost. You save on office rentals, staff, and other overheads. You have 24/7 access to customers with no geographical limitations. Your store can run all the time, and you'll be reaching far more customers than if you had a physical store to begin with. You can reach niche audiences with niche offerings. You have a unique skill to offer or looking to sell products that cater to a targeted group. Being online helps you and your potential customers locate each other more easily. So then your next question, Mario, how do I start? Well, look around and see what you can sell. Do you have a collection of vintage items that are just lying around the house? There's probably a community of vintage lovers out there willing to spend to acquire your collectibles. Let go of some stuff so you can say hello to new opportunities. Or find out how your expertise or knowledge can be packaged into a service or solution that others would need. Would you have a creative eye and a great gift at arts? Then consider putting up your skills and your goods on niche sites like Etsy. The opportunities are endless. You see, it doesn't matter if you're adding thousands of dollars or just a few cents to your earnings. Friends, profit is profit. Build it up, save it, and use it towards things that can make you even more money. Like I mentioned, the e-commerce marketplace is massive. It's estimated that there will be 2.15 billion digital buyers in 2021. Now that's about 1/4 of the entire human population who are shopping online. So you see, there's really no better time than now to start your e-commerce journey. Number 2, leverage digital tools or programs to run and scale your online business. You see, online businesses have since expanded to include things like affiliate marketing, referral programs that allow you to earn an income without needing to come up with your own products or services. It allows you to create sales funnels from scratch. You earn by continually making referrals, building your network, and getting them to do the same. Referral programs are essentially nothing new. Think of how you might have referred a friend to a food delivery app that you have enjoyed using, and then being rewarded with a voucher once your friend decides to sign up. Referral programs work in exactly the same way. Take Airbnb's referral program as an example. For every referral who completes a qualifying stay, the member earns $20. PayPal, meanwhile, lets you earn $50 if you send 1 cent to just 5 of your friends. Or you could consider digital platforms like Pipbox that helps you earn simply by sharing quality content with your friends and followers on social media. Now, this passive income tool makes it easy for you to engage your existing network and acquire new customers for your online business. As long as you continue generating leads that convert, you will keep on earning. It really is that simple, friends. Now, if you already have a strong following on social media or an online community that you love sharing content with, tap on these networks and leverage done-for-you tools like Pipbox to reach out to them. They could well be your new moneymaker. So there you have it. I hope this video has sparked your creative thinking to start a business even with little cash. This is Mario signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video. To get access to more high quality videos that's going to supercharge and fast track your business, do click on the subscribe button below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when I upload all these videos. I'll see you in the next video.